Pickaxe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to YOMP! Woo! Welcome! Come on
What
down.
year is it? What year is it?
I think we're in the 50s, maybe?
It was apparently such a glorious time to be alive.
Apparently so. Unless you're a woman, then it wasn't so glorious.
Or black.
Oh, but yeah.
Either of those ones. So, welcome back to YOMP, everybody.
Welcome.
We've been watching films.
Can you believe it?
No.
On this podcast, we've been watching films.
In this economy.
In this economy. I mean, that's actually not a unfair statement, considering anytime you need to watch a film, you need to track down what streaming service it's on. And do you have a subscription for that streaming service?
I'm so fucking mad at subscriptions.
Yeah.
Because, right, here's something that is in a similar vein, okay? I am a big fan of library music, which is the stuff... the 70s and the 80s had these companies, KPM and Bruton were two of them, that would write music for loads of different moods and loads of different styles, and then people would pay to use them in their TV and film, etc. And I think it's great. Bruton music, fantastic. I collected loads of it over the years in downloads because the vinyl is very expensive. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted all of my music. It's just gone. I don't know where it's gone.
I remember
I'm pissed
this.
off.
Yeah, this was like end of last year or...
Yeah, I was really upset. I just... So I thought, I'm going to try and get all of the Bruton music back because I love it. It's so cool, like the bits that I love. So Universal Studios bought Bruton. Michael Jackson actually bought Bruton like in the 70s and 80s.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, and then he sold it. Anyway, it is impossible to get this music. And I had to create an account and write to Universal, U-Sample, saying... Hi, I would like to download this music because I really enjoy it. Because you can use it for like TV or movies or sampling. It's like no one is going to be using this music. It's really out of date now.
Yeah.
Just let me have it.
Let me have this thing, please.
Let me fucking have it, bro. Yeah. And it's like, just all these different fucking streaming services. You can't own music anymore. You can't own films. You can't own your games. You do not own anything anymore. Yeah,
there was a bit of controversy the other day about Sony and the licensing for like digital games that you own. Don't remember the nitty-gritty details, but it was along the lines of people thought, or it was in place, and I think they went back on it, but you had to like log in to your PlayStation to prove that like it's still an active account and you still own those games or something. It's like, yeah, I paid for this game. I don't have to prove that I have the like it's your job to prove that I have the licensing. I bought it through your damn system.
It's just infuriating, and
physical media is king the older I get, so
it's true. I mean, that's why I live in a fucking VHS cave. I think that's part of where all the hoarding comes from these days. You know?
Yeah.
MP3s were such an exciting little thing when they were.
They were.
Like, do you remember getting your first MP3 player?
100%. Yeah. I remember my first Walkman. I remember my first Discman. My first MP3 player. And then it moved on to obviously like phones being able to retain music as well, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. The I think I had a Motorola Razr.
Yeah.
That was very exciting.
Yeah.
It came with U2 song on it.
I remember that weirdly. I guess it was a promotion.
Yeah, U2 kept putting. Do you remember U2 put the fucking album in everybody's iTunes?
Yeah, wasn't there something? Yeah, that rings a bell. There was something recently, wasn't there, with U2? It was like in people's Spotify or something, or
maybe.
Yeah, they're like a ghost in the damn machine at this point.
Yeah, clear off U2. Anyway, they sort of put. It was like I remember my Motorola phones and then my Sony Ericsson.
Yeah.
I think it was like the Sony phones. I had a fucking my favorite. We're going off topic already, but my favorite,
it's already happening.
My favorite MP3 player was a Sony. Oh, it was purple and blob shaped.
Blob shaped, okay.
Yeah, and it was shiny. Oh, it was so good.
Sony MP3 players.
Yeah, let me just have a look. So, it was the NWA 3000. Why is that £50?
Wait, so NWA
3000.
3000. I want to see this because I might.
Oh
wow.
God. Isn't it fucking beautiful?
Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I've never seen this one before.
So that was one of my favorites. I also had the NWZ ones that like the little sticks.
Yes, I had those. Yeah. They look like USB things.
Yeah, they were like really little things. Oh my God,
they were cool. Oh my God, you've just brought back memories about the NWZ ones. Wow.
Yeah. So I really want my MP3 player back. I'm never going to use it, but I got that as like a birthday or a Christmas present or something.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We found Joe's, it was like one of the maybe the iPod mini or whatever the other day, and it had no battery. So he went and got a wire, charged it. And he's like, yeah, this is pretty much all the music I still listen to today. And we were trying to figure out when he would have stopped using it, right? Because obviously at some point you stop using this certain thing because, something else comes along or whatever. And we figured out that it was because I guess at that time with the mini or the iPods and whatever, they started to make phones or Apple iPhone that could, contain iTunes in the phone. So what's the point of having the iPod mini or the iPod if you can have a phone that does the same thing?
Yeah. And it's that was exactly it. Like the Sony Ericsson, I think it was the Sony Ericsson that made me ditch I even had a mini disc player that I would take to school. Mini
disc, as in not a Discman, but
no, as in like there was like the small square, very colourful little cartridges.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I had one with Frank Zappa on it, and one with Pink Floyd on it.
Wow.
These were because they were my dad's. Yeah. And I still have some mini discs floating around, but not enough.
Wow.
Fucking brilliant times though. Like
truly, like unironically, like I don't get me wrong, I like that you can find things at the tip of your fingers. If you Google it, you can go on Spotify or YouTube and you can find old music or just have something immediately available. But I do like, the physical media side of things as well. And I miss that quite a lot. So,
yes, I mean, the thing is, I went to a house clearance shop up here and it's been going for a long time, and they sell basically anything and everything. And I've had a dream about this place before. You know how I am very prophetic in my dreams. I'm like, I've been here.
Yeah.
There was loads of TVs left outside. They'd been there for years, and I was quite sad. There was people's photo albums that had been left in the rain, and I was just flicking through these old photos of people. Steve in the blue chair, sort of thing. Oh. But I bought a camera. It's a point and click, very cheap, little autofocus, auto flash camera, for £3, and I brought it home. and then I realized it had a film in it.
Oh.
So I'm hoping, I wound it back, and I'm hoping that it has stuff on it and it's not just a fresh film that somebody didn't use. Because it's hard to tell because there were no batteries. The batteries were dead. So I had to get new batteries in it.
Well, you can tell when like a film's been... I guess it depends how much of it is... Yeah, I don't know.
I pressed it a few times. I pressed the shutter a few times and then it stopped doing anything. So then I wound it back. So fingers crossed. Anyway, I've put a new film in it and I'm very excited to use that. But again, it's like having this physical thing that it's got someone else's life there.
Yeah.
They had loads of like cameras and there were some fucking brilliant bits of furniture that I would love, but are too massive. I would never fit them in my house. I just need to get really fucking rich.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be lovely?
It would. But I remember being having like a Discman and being on the swings, listening to my CDs, and it couldn't deal with the G-force of the swing, and it just kept skipping and stuff. And I found it so funny.
Yeah, like especially with Discmans, it's like pretty precarious if you're like swinging it around and stuff because it's kind of secured in there when you like slot it in, right? But then yeah, I guess it depends how much you're moving it.
I just remembered as well, actually, I do still have my Sony Ericsson Cybershot. I just don't have a charger. So
I see your issue.
So I'm going to try and find a charger for it because I've kept a lot of my mobile phones from across the years. I don't trade them in and I don't chuck them out. Because I'm insane.
That's insane, yeah. Because for you, it's like a bit easier in the sense that like you've been in the UK for, your whole life, essentially. And with me, because obviously I'm from Australia and then we moved.
What?
I know. If you didn't know this, listeners, I'm from Australia. Just to let you know. But
Australia.
We moved our stuff, but obviously when you declutter and you move your stuff and some things have gotten damaged over the years because like we had a bunch of our stuff at my grandma's house and it got flooded and a whole bunch of stuff got damaged and it's just stuff like that essentially. And I kind of wish I had more of those things, but I have a couple things here and there. So I'm happy in that sense.
Rooting around because I know I've got them all to hand. And I remember going to my mom's in the past few years and going through the cupboards and throwing things away. And I didn't find the things that I really wanted to keep. So I was just kind of like, I don't need this. I don't need this. And I remember going through these phases of decluttering, like, oh, no, I'm never going to need this. When am I going to use this? And then I think about it and go, I kept that.
Yeah, no, I completely, I sympathize with you because it's like, yeah, some things you might not end up using or whatever, but there's some things that have like, especially the sentimental value, the older you get, right?
Yeah.
I was just on the topic of like old tech, I, out of curiosity, Googled the stuff that you were saying. And this looks exactly like part of the sound system that I had growing up. Like I'm sure your parents had one, right? Like it was basically
like a hi-fi.
Yeah, it was a cupboard or a thing that had these things in it, and like on top there was like a record player as well. So it was like a stack.
I still have that cabinet, that glass sort of cabinet.
Oh, the black one.
The black one with the lid that lifts up, where you put your deck in it.
Yes.
So I've still got that. I got it for 10 quid from a Age UK furniture. What G has linked me to is a tape deck and is that a tuner? A CD player, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hi-fi. And so I've still got a lot of hi-fi because my dad spent tens of thousands of pounds on hi-fi throughout the years.
Yeah.
He loves that shit.
Oh my God. I would
buy it
do anything for that now. Genuinely.
So I mean, I'm gonna have to take a picture of all my
Please
hi-fi
do.
stuff.
I want to see.
Because I think I've only got one turntable now, but it's a Technica. So I think it's like a DJ one, but it's everybody's. That's the standard. That's a good.
Audio Technica is good though. Like it's a pretty. Do you say Audio Technica or Technica?
Just Technica.
Technica. Okay.
I mean, I think it's probably the same thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So it's a Technics. Like
Technics.
turntable, and I've got a Denon. I think it's a CD DVD player. Even might be. But I've got 2 or 3 tape decks. Because, when clearing things out, my mum goes, "Do you want to keep this?" I'm going, "Yeah."
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll send you a picture though, because at the moment there's no actual hi-fi in the hi-fi cabinet. It's full of records and stuff. So everything is sort of stacked elsewhere, but still use it, still listen to music on it, still play tapes, still make mixtapes.
Yeah.
Because I started making you one, and then I got distracted.
That's honestly
moved things around.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it is so joyful, isn't it?
It is.
Stuff?
We had one of those, and, the record player, and I remember putting just listening to it all the time, like putting loads of records, listening to it constantly in the living room. Yeah. And it was like the greatest sound system. It was awesome. And what I wouldn't do to have one of these again, it's like timeless for me. And it's such wonderful. A good sound system as well. It's not even just an aesthetic thing. It's a genuinely good sound system, especially if you had like the good speakers as well,
Yes. So we've always had so much hi-fi in the house. So I remember spending ages with my dad balancing speakers, like balancing audio. And I have a picture on Facebook because I had an evening with him, and I was like, "So Dad, what are we doing?" And he said, "Well, we're going to see if this digital audio converter is better than this one." And basically some fucking nerdy shit that my dad always did. And like he would make sure, because we lived in a flat, me and my dad, and he would have to like make it so that walking around didn't bounce the turntable too much and shit like that. But my stuff still works, and I'm astonished that it's actually going for this much on eBay.
I'm not surprised because, obviously the further along we go, the more people latch onto and want to latch onto these things. And there's a lot of stuff that gets cheaply made nowadays, and it's just not as good as they used to be, sadly. And like I stand on this hill and I will die on it, and that this system and systems like that, oh my God, they are just so good. They're so freaking good.
And I've just found, like, I had a tiny little, I had this in my bedroom. I had like a little CD player, and it was a really little one, and it had like, it would play MP3 CDs and show the name of it as it. Memories of just happening, man.
They're flooding.
Little wooden speakers with grey like mesh on the front.
Yeah. We got some of those, like, something similar downstairs.
Oh my God, so fucking cool.
They are. It's I will go out of my way nowadays to collect like tapes and CDs. Like when we went to Tower Records in Shibuya, I bought so many CDs. Like so many. I want like all my favorite artists. If I find a CD and an album that I really like, I will buy a CD. And I will buy the vinyl, and I will even selectively buy the tapes of certain like, albums that I like, because I think it's just so cool. Really?
It really is.
It's like, it's like you have a kid one day and it's like, oh, look at my Spotify album.
Look at my Spotify.
look at my Spotify playlist, son.
This Steam account could be yours one day.
I mean, the Steam account I can kind of understand. That's like a big flex. But
and
it
also,
doesn't beat out the physical,
Yeah. And also the when there are people that can't pass on their Steam account to their kids.
Yeah, because it's like authenticated 5 times over,
Yeah.
and like you need to be a hacker to be able to get into it. Whereas physical media, it's like, look at my collection. Here you go.
Look at it.
Look at it. Isn't it wonderful?
God, it's such a shame that I'm never going to pass my genes on to anyone, because they're never going to have my incredible collection of videotapes.
I would love to see what kind of child you produce. I think they would be like a wonderful little alien.
Oh, well, that's that. I mean, to be fair, I'm just like my mom, so it would be just like me, probably.
I don't know. I think you would have like crazy talented like offspring. I don't know. You just I'd love to see what kind of things you'd pass on to like to a child that's yours. Genuinely.
Yeah, that would be quite exciting to like, that's the only thing, just like,
that's
that's cool.
Me.
Anyway, I'm not going to look after it.
Oh, you're pretty neat. But anyway, I've got like
Whatever.
VHS to go watch in my VHS cave.
Yes, welcome to my VHS cave. I'm literally scrolling through old Facebook photos trying to find these the pictures of the tech that I had. I found one of my MacBook that I had
MacBook
with my cat on it. Oh my god, it was so good. It was like a really
you know what?
Oh, it's an iBook.
Oh, an iBook.
Let me send you
iBook.
I'm just and it's got my fucking Tamagotchis in the background.
No, you mean the fucking the iBook, the white one. Yeah.
And I've got my cat Ruby on my arm. She was always on my arm, and I love her so much. She was so involved in everything that I did. And then G can have this picture of me making music on a Game Boy in a studio.
Oh my god, look at you. That is like so 2000 and like...
Go on, guess the year. You'll get it.
This is a hot 2010?
2009.
Yes.
2009.
I was so close.
Yeah, it was so specific. It was 2009 that everything was like that.
Yeah.
Everybody who made music dressed like that and had the sweepy scene kid hair.
Yeah.
And fucking cracking stuff.
Yeah, it's very iconic.
Fucking brilliant.
But we are here to talk about... Go right out the gate. We are immediately getting distracted.
Right, I'm going to just distract you briefly. Like, no one else can see this, but this is a family photo of my 23rd birthday.
Oh my god.
You see O's? She has really short hair.
Oh my god. That is adorable. Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
I've never seen a picture of your dad before, so...
Yeah, he just looks like a bloke, just a generic man.
He does look like a very British man.
Yes.
Is that a Wii with a freak? Is that Mario? Is that a Mario cake?
Yeah. It's a Nintendo DS cake, and let me tell you, they were the tastiest fucking cakes. They were the best. Like we got them for every birthday. Like it doesn't matter.
God.
And peep the pile of Kit Kats, by the way.
Yeah.
How many fucking Kit Kats do we need? There was only my mum, me, my sister.
It's not even just Kit Kats. There's loads of other chocolates there. And then there's like a Maltesers mousse.
Yeah, it's like a trifle.
Oh my god.
With paper plates as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And my mum put balloons and streamers up. Like, we had birthday parties well into our 20s. It was...
And I can see like the shelf with like, I assume those are CDs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, those are CDs.
Wow. What a throwback.
Mate, it was wonderful technology.
It was, yeah, and I kind of want simpler time. I know I sound like it's cringe or whatever. I really do just want to go back to like easier times, honestly. But Alas, we are growing older. We're watching films like Back to the Future. Oh, that's actually on point. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. We're going back to the future.
Back to the Future.
With one of G's picks.
This was
time.
one of my picks. But before we go on to that, we want to say a very quick and heartfelt thank you to our Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing, and our Giga Yompers are just incredible. And all of you are incredible, but the people at the top tier are our executive producers, per se, and we appreciate you very much. So thank you, Smashy, Icky, Steve, Jenky, Scott5877, I'm a Robot, Luck33, and Enki13. Thank you.
God, we love you so much. Thank you. Honestly, thank you.
No, really. Yeah.
No, but really.
But seriously.
No, but really, seriously.
It means so much because, yeah, just having that extra bit of support in what we do, it makes all the difference in the world. And we are now doing a thing where if you pledge to the Patreon, even from the middle tier, you can give us a list of your movies and we roll the dice as if it were like one of our lists and you could get one of your movies chosen. So if you do pledge to the Patreon at patreon.com/yompcast from the middle tier, make sure you submit your movies and we will roll from that list and hopefully one of yours gets chosen. We've done one so far and we look forward to the next ones.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
I genuinely do because it's, just this unknown element, right?
That's true.
It is because like some of the films I recognize, but I know, because it's this unknown entity, right? Because there's so many different people that submit their movies and it's like tailored to their tastes. Like with the Italian Job, I'd never seen the one with Michael Caine. So that was a completely new experience for me. So
it was, and this is the thing, we get to see so many different things that we wouldn't normally. It's like having a third person.
Well, it's like, because sometimes, a lot of the time, it's movies that you would have watched on your list, and on my list is movies that I would have watched, right? A lot of the time. So when it comes to the people submitted in their films, like I've never seen the Italian Job, the original one, so that was like a completely unexpected thing, and especially for you too. So we were both going into it with having no preconceptions.
Yep, and it's great, and I love it. And but like you picked this one, just saying.
I did, and I know that you've done a video on your YouTube for Back to the Future, right?
Vaguely.
Okay.
The video I did was basically on mad scientists that you could potentially date and go out with, and like how good they would be. So Emmett Brown was one of those boys, and yeah. So that was basically the extent of my Back to the Future video. But you also gave me a Back to the Future VHS tape that lights up. It's got LEDs in it.
I did do that. I forgot that it was like specifically Back to the Future because I remember getting you the VHS, but
yes. So it's a film that I've seen many a time. And I assume that it's the same with you.
Yeah, I've seen it like quite a few times. The other ones I've seen, but probably not as much. But
yeah, the second and the third one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's jump right into Back to the Future. Let's discuss. So, my God, it's like super iconic, and I just love the premise. I think overall it's the thing that made me want to put it on my list and have us both watch it and discuss it, because with you're very unpredictable in that I never know what you're gonna like or dislike.
Yeah,
but I feel like you do like, if I had to guess, I feel like you do like this film.
Okay, Is it because of like it's very?
It's not because of
80s and-
the overtly obvious things, but I feel
Right.
like the concept is wacky in that, you know, there's time travel and the characters are very cool and quirky, and I like a lot of the props are cool, and I think overall it fits in with what you find interesting in a film, or what I would think you would find interesting in a film.
So interestingly,
oh.
no, I do not hate it.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you would hate it, but
the first thing that I say, I laugh at it. I enjoyed my time watching it. It's not something that I choose to watch. But that, you know, it's inoffensive and it's good fun, and it's a decent film. I don't need. It's like I don't. There's nothing that I can say that is like, oh, it's a pile of shit. I see why it is such a big deal, you know, to people. Yeah. I see why it's iconic, and I see why it's a cult classic now. It's like, yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of I feel like so you would have watched this back in the day as well, like growing up, or no?
Growing up, yes. Yeah. Not. I wasn't born when it came out.
No. But like, you know, at some point when you were growing up, you probably would have been, you know, you probably would have watched this at some point. So
yeah, this is one that, like, I can't remember exactly when or how old I was, but it was definitely a thing.
Yeah.
And because it's just so easy in it. It's a very easygoing, easily accessible, very nice, cool.
Yeah.
End of podcast.
It's very nice, very good.
It's very nice.
So the premise of this.
Yeah, the premise.
So the premise is we've got Marty McFly, and he's a guy in school, and he's like buds with a mad scientist of sorts, I guess, Dr. Emmett Brown. And he just sort of hangs out with him, and the doc just kind of does all sorts of weird and wacky experiments, and he finally cracks the whole time travel the whole time travel thing, and
he's finally cracked it. He knows what he's doing.
He cracked it, and he goes back to the past to go back to the future, right? So Marty McFly goes back to the past. What is it, 25 years or 30 years?
I think it's back. 30 years.
Yeah.
50, 60, 78.
Yeah. I think it's 25 or 30 years or something. And my God, the way that it happens is insane because they get tracked down by terrorists.
Yeah, the Libyans.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly. Is it like it's quite racist in that sense?
I didn't really understand it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know why they're after him.
Well, he stole plutonium from them.
Okay,
the plutonium that he needed for the flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were supposed to. I don't know whether the Libyans. I don't know the history of it. I don't know, but it's.
Well, that's why I was a little confused because obviously, like, yeah, it just felt like okay, so he stole plutonium, but I would have thought he would have stolen that from like I don't know, a government facility or something.
Yeah, I can't actually remember. There was something. I was zoning out. Like there was the news article at the beginning. It was like 6 million tons of plutonium have been stolen from blah blah blah. Like on the telly. Like,
yes, that is
because
true.
Doc just leaves the telly going and all of his gear running while he's out, which is cool.
He like the movie opens up and you know, it's like this weird, insane, like living space with food everywhere and clocks all over the walls and pictures of like geniuses throughout time and really weird contraptions like we're in Wallace and Gromit that can make coffee, but the coffee pot isn't under the, thing. It's just a mess.
Yes.
But yeah, it opens up with the TV saying like, there's been like plutonium's been stolen, but I don't remember if they clarified if it was from the Libyans.
It was from the Libyans, I think. Ronald Reagan intended to kill Gaddafi. Who was
okay.
Yeah. Ask Joe.
He'd know. He'd 100% know.
Come and talk to us about Gaddafi.
Gaddafi, come on,
please?
take a seat. Son.
I have no idea.
It's kind of like unimportant in a way because it's like, okay, we just need the plutonium and we need the thing that means that Doc gets shot.
Yeah, he gets shot.
And Marty, nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and Marty gets in the car to obviously escape the situation and then ends up going back in time.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, I'd probably get in a car to try and escape from, but I'd probably be hiding under a van. I would not immediately think I'm going to get in this car because I'm a stupid bitch. I have no idea what's going on half the time.
I mean, it was like, what a fucking, because they were in the middle of the car park and they're like, okay, you've got the DeLorean and I've like, figured it out. And I don't know if he clarified to him at the time that it was the time machine, but I think he did because they put the dog in the car.
Yeah, so he told Marty, come to this car park at the mall. Yeah?
Yeah.
Quarter past. I'm just listening to the news.
Oh, you're listening to what the lady's saying.
I'm listening to what the lady's saying. So it was a nuclear facility that I think because the Libyans wanted the plutonium. I fucking don't know. Anyway, he was like, come and hang out at the mall with this old man. I'm an old man, and I want this 17-year-old boy to come and hang out at the mall with me at night. Bring a camera. And
God,
so
when you put it like that.
And so he does. He turns up and it's like Doc's like, oh shit, I'm doing time travel, bitch.
I figured it out. I figured it all out.
And he's like, film this. Watch me put this dog in the car, and Einstein, the dog, is going to travel through time, and he travels. What is it? A minute into the future.
Yeah,
which is great. Good dog.
Good boy.
Good boy. He does it. He fucking does it. We neglect to mention that, I mean, through all of this sort of beginning, Marty, Michael J. Fox, is hanging out with, is it Jennifer? His girlfriend and stuff. So he's got a life. And we get a look around the town. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a look around the town and it's all like fucking, it's a shithole.
Is it a shithole?
Well, it's like there's got adult bookstores, they've got pawn shops, they've got...
You'd love it.
I would absolutely fucking love it. They've, there's porno playing at the cinema. It's like adult films. There's graffiti everywhere. Okay. And so
there is graffiti everywhere. Jesus,
it's horrible. It's the 80s. Of course, it's disgusting. Ugh.
Oh my God! And now that you mention it, genuinely, like there's a lot of derelict buildings because it's like a small town, I guess. And but there's also like the big chains in certain places that clearly are there for ad placement, like the Burger King, and Pepsi's in it a lot, and Texaco. But those, any depiction of those buildings and brands are very brand spanking new, whereas anything else is run down and a little, derelict.
Like there's a lot out of business and There's these women that are like, oh, save the fucking clock tower because it exploded.
Yeah, but it hasn't worked for 20 or 30 years or something.
And it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. But surely that's a council thing. Like, our local council would be the one that would be, like, doing it up. If it belongs to the town, why are they raising money? Like, do you not pay taxes? Do you not pay...
That's a good question. I don't know how it works in America, because obviously we're not
doesn't.
American. But it doesn't. That's America. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Because anytime in TV or movie, they're like, oh, we're fundraising to fix the bridge and we're raising money to fix the bell tower. And, you know, it's like, why isn't the government fixing any of this? Exactly.
We're raising money because we can't afford cancer treatment for our 3-year-old. We have to fucking pay for it ourselves because the richest people in the world just don't give a shit.
Literally, it just always feels like it's always like a money-raising situation over there. And even something like a bloody clock tower. Yes, it's a plot point, but it feels like there's these weird things in the movie, like with the town being a bit run down, but then you've got all these big chains and it feels like a throwaway thing. Yeah,
but it isn't. It makes a lot of sense because when Marty goes back in time, you see how fucking perfect the town is.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Because the 50s, nothing was wrong in the 50s.
Oh, it was all perfect in the 50s.
There was nothing wrong in the 50s. Like, everybody was all clean cut. Everybody was nice. Everybody was kind to each other, which is why it was so shocking that his mom was such a slag. Oh, my God.
Always making a point of being like, oh, I was really good back in the day and I was perfect. And, you know, never alluded to the fact that she ever did anything that a young lady in the 50s was supposed to do or how she was supposed to behave.
Exactly. And, you know, the poor George McFly. Biff is his boss and he's a piece of shit. And the makeup's not awful. Like, what's his face? The actor who plays George. Absolutely brilliant at acting.
Older or the younger?
Both.
Oh, both of them you think were really good. Yeah, I think the way that they did the hair and makeup really sold it, and the younger version did a good job portraying the younger version of that character.
Biff's older version makeup was not great, but
no.
He always seems to be acting like his age.
Yes.
Like, why would you as a whatever 40-year-old bloke, 50-year-old bloke, why would you be calling a child a butthead?
Well, it just goes to show that he's like an immature bully who just never, you know, grew up and just will always take advantage of people. It's just immature idiot, right? And you get to see that, you know, younger version of him, and obviously nothing ever. Some people just never change, right? Some people just stay the same.
That's true. They have a pineapple jello mold on their wall. I think they're swingers. I think George and Lorraine are fucking swingers.
I did not notice any pineapple.
I don't think it actually means anything, but I'm just going to put my own lore into this.
That's fine, yeah. I'm looking at the house now. I'm going through the movie
Isn't
and I'm going back and forth.
Beautiful?
First of all, yeah, it's really cool, and there's a lot of really cool lighting fixtures and like decorations and ornaments, and there's like a scene where Marty is standing in the living room and there's the biggest bloody ship on the wall.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
What the hell is that? But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool hanging plants and hanging lights, and yeah.
Yep. And
character, really.
Yeah.
Right?
And you get to meet his family as well and learn some lore. His mum is a fucking drunk. She's fat, in inverted commas. That's why she's not actually overweight, but the whole point is like, oh, she's so thin back then. She was sober, but the daughter is, she can't get a date. I think his brother's working at fast food place, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Uncle Joey's in jail and he ain't getting out. Uncle Joey. These little things that are just like
character and world building for Marty.
His family's just not, they're not great. They're average. They're not doing particularly well with everything, but they're making the best of it.
Yeah, the mom is in like the parents are in like she loves him. She loves George, but George is on another planet. And
fucking story of
how she met,
Lorraine's character, awful. Absolutely fucking awful. Like the whole time, she's a great actor. This is nothing to do with the fact that the actors themselves, but the character.
Yeah.
The characters that they have. She fell in love with George because he was in the middle of the road and got hit by a car, and then she looked after him.
Yeah.
And you later realize why he was in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And all the other fucking shit that she does. Poor George. He does not deserve this. And
especially when you see the younger version of him, you're like, oh my God.
Poor little man.
Oh.
Poor little man. I mean, do you think that she's truly happy? I think she's just a vapid woman in this. Like, she doesn't know what she wants.
I mean, when she's talking about George and how they met, she did genuinely seem like she loved him or loves him.
But well, she looks at him when they're watching telly, and she's just like, oh, fuck's.
Yeah, because he's not even paying attention. He's on another planet entirely because he just grew up to continuously be a victim to the people around him. Like, he still has bloody Biff bullying him in his ripe older age, right? Because he just he got the girl, but didn't really pick himself up out of that victim mentality or the way he reacts to situations and people, right?
Yeah.
Which later then changes, which is important.
Yes, because Marty's selfishness basically saying that I don't care if they're not made for each other. I don't care if they're not actually that in love, but I cease to exist if they don't get together. So, well,
pretty much, yeah. If he doesn't get them together when he goes back to the past, they basically start, it's a plot point that there's a picture of him and his siblings and they all start to disappear from the picture.
Yes. And isn't that fortunate that he's got that picture on him?
So fortunate.
Yeah.
My God.
Wonderful. But, it's all kind of just like standard small town shit, except the Libyans have come to...
Yeah, the Libyans have come out of nowhere for some reason, so...
Yeah.
You'd think at that time it would be the Russians, because...
Well, I think... What year was this? 1985. So this was when they were fucking about with...
Yeah, it wasn't the Cold War still... Oh, shit, almost knocked over my glass. Cold War was... started from 47, but it ended in 91. So it still would have been a pretty big point of contention. So...
Yeah, I don't know a lot about American history, but there was something going on with Libya. And there was, I don't even know because I don't care that much.
I'm just, because typically you can usually tell when a movie is made in the sense of the political things that they bring up throughout the film. So any film in the early 2000s would typically make reference to, first of all, George Bush and anything to do with ISIS. The enemy in that period of time will always reflect or typically reflect the current, political landscape. So having the Libyan, like, again, I don't know much about the Libyan stuff, but apparently it says Doc Brown stole the plutonium from a Libyan terrorist group that hired him to build a nuclear weapon.
Oh, that was it.
Okay. So there you go.
He basically is kind of a baddie. He's like, okay, yeah, sure, I will build. Why would they ask this random man to build a nuclear weapon?
Because they didn't know how, so they knew that, he would. So the cultural context apparently is Middle Eastern terrorism, 1985. So as you mentioned, Gaddafi. And it was apparently pretty common in Western media to have that representation around that time. It was either going to be that or the freaking Cold War stuff. So
yeah, nowadays we have
I mean, it's still like the terrorism stuff, I would say.
Yeah,
so...
but we're not, like, people can't place it on a specific country as much anymore, because it's like you can't just blame an entire fucking country.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the Cold War stuff, it was the USSR, which has obviously now been disbanded.
We just have to be nameless,
Well, they did do that in Top Gun.
Yeah.
So it was like nameless, but you can kind of figure out who they're alluding to.
Yeah, exactly.
So you tread a very, which is why I'm always like very kind of surprised, like in True Lies. Have you seen True Lies?
No, I haven't.
So in that, the enemy is like, I guess, an Arabic terrorist group of sorts, and True Lies was in 90-something. So it's always going to be some sort of Middle Eastern enemy
of course.
of sorts. Who was the terrorist group in True Lies? You know what? It's crazy. I've recently watched this and I've already forgotten.
It's fine. Everybody forgets.
Jihadi.
Yay!
So 1994. So Jihadi was like a really big thing around that time. So, but anyway. Yeah, so he builds the flux capacitor in the DeLorean.
And he figures it out because he hit his head on the bog. Fell off the toilet and hit his head.
Fell off the toilet, yeah.
It happens to all of us. I've invented so many things from just falling over.
Falling over and hitting your head on something.
So the Libyans find Doc and they're like, they've got machine guns, obviously. And they shoot him. And Marty gets in the car and travels back in time. Now, you know the fact that, like, there's flaming tire tracks. They would be on fire. Anything that thing passed through, like, they're standing in the way of the DeLorean.
Well, I guess it depends how fast. It has to get to a certain speed before the flames start to appear, right?
It's like right at the beginning when Einstein's sent back in time. Or forward in time, rather. The flaming tire tracks go straight through where...
Oh, yes. Yep.
He's making this, like, video documentary on what he's been up to and what he's doing, and it seems a bit like, okay, well, you're just documenting your crimes a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, making it a little bit too easy for the police. Like the government when they track you down, good sir. And
it just so happens that the Libyans are in a very recognizable VW camper, so that you know that it's them, all right?
Yeah.
But Marty goes back in time after being chased around, because the Libyans, of course, got a rocket launcher type thing. They've got an RPG, haven't they?
Yeah, of course. What else would they be using? It's always got to be an AK-47 and like some sort of like missile launcher. Like
that seems a bit overkill for like where they are.
Especially if they're trying to be like a bit, under
the
radar.
Yeah, they're breaking a lot of laws, right?
Yeah. apparently they wanted so because I was trying to figure out why they'd chosen a DeLorean for the car.
Right.
And apparently the directors and everybody were like, well, because I think they like the way that it looks. It's like kind of spaceshipy.
Yes.
And like futuristic looking, especially with like the doors, you know, how they like swung up and stuff. And I think people, or like I think producers and stuff, or they wanted to do like a sponsorship with Ford, and they wanted to have Doc driving a bloody Mustang.
That would have been so fucking funny.
It would have been, and but you know, I think they were
Ford
like
Fiesta.
for the like a Ford Mustang or whatever. It's like, and then I think with one of the directors or Spielberg was like, you know, Doc does not drive a fucking Mustang.
That's
like,
really funny.
Yeah, they got like a little arsey about it. And another funny bit of trivia. Apparently, there was like a producer who was really emphatic about not liking the original title of the movie. Obviously, it's called Back to the Future. And he came up with the idea. Well, they got back to Spielberg and all them with the title Spaceman from Pluto.
Right, yeah.
And then Spielberg said, you know, as like what the fuck are you talking about? He responded back with, "Hi, Sid. Thanks for your most humorous memo. We all got a big laugh out of it. Keep them coming." Like, yeah, good fucking title. How about no? Like, what do you mean Spaceman from Pluto? What the, like, how is that better than Back to the Future?
Spaceman from Pluto.
That's just naff. It's
Doesn't
really
make any
naff.
sense,
No, and Back to the Future sounds, you know, clever and it's snappy and it makes you wonder. And it's like, what do you mean Back to the Future? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I gotta watch this movie. What?
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I forget where we were going with the film anyway.
The terrorists. So the terrorists find them, shoot Doc. Marty gets in the car, drives away to get away from them, and then ends up going back in time.
Right, and he crashes in to Mr. Peabody's farm.
Yeah.
Okay, where Doc was giving you a little bit of information back then. I remember when it was all pine trees and Doc Peabody owned it. The guy, Mr. Peabody the farmer, he is from Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh!
And I can only ever think of him like, Santa's gonna get you. He's gonna kill you, boy. He basically always speaks like that and looks like that, and
yeah.
That's all I know. Anyway,
quintessential farmer type archetype.
Marty has instantly changed the past he's instantly changed the future just by being there, right?
Yeah. Because
he runs over one of the pine trees, crashes into it, he destroys it. And that was why it was called Twin Pines, because he wanted to breed pine trees, did Peabody, but now he can't, so it's just got one pine.
Yeah, he's not even been there for like a bloody minute. He's already changing things.
Pine. I mean, this is the thing. Your presence in somewhere where you're not supposed to be is going to alter everything.
100%. Yeah, because something is happening that, well, this one's also a bit weird because there are things that do stay the same and some things do change. So it's not like one of those things where you do one thing and it just completely ruins everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only like some things stay the same and other things change a little bit, but
his housing estate hasn't even been built yet.
Yeah, it's called
Lion Estates.
That's right, yeah.
And it's not going to be built for a while.
No. Yeah.
So he hides the car behind the billboard and he's like, right, well, I look like a fucking freak because the kid thinks that he's a spaceman.
Yeah, from another planet.
He's got no fuel. Everything's dead because it's a DeLorean and it's Irish made. I only learned that recently.
That it's because we thought originally it was DMC.
Yeah, DeLorean Motor Company, but like
Yeah.
I thought it was American.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And we confused it with the Detroit Motor Company, I think. Yeah. But it's actually not. And they went out of business, I think, in 82.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that sad? They went out of business in 82, but they obviously like the car and used that for the film. So I wonder, it wasn't enough to like bring it back, obviously, the company. But the DeLorean's pretty iconic, like
It's
that specific model.
This film has made it iconic.
Yeah.
Even though I think it's a super cool looking car anyway.
Yeah, I think it's like sick looking.
He turns up into town, right? And it's all this perfect, shiny, clean. Everybody's all friendly, and it's like you've got your records, you got your cafe. Everybody's like the guys go and shine up the car while they're pumping your gas. They're doing your tires. They do everything for you.
Yeah.
There's loads of cool new music. Yeah.
And they're actually playing like a movie and not a porno at the local at the local fucking cinema.
And it's like this, the town square, it's like there's a guy painting, there's a kid on springy moon boot shoes, there's a thing for the Korean conflict there in front of it. They're raising the flag, and the school's all shiny, nice and clean. And I'm wondering, right? 55, right?
Yeah.
How accepted is it that there would just be black guys that would be working in a cafe and everybody would be like cool with that? I don't know enough about it. You don't see any black guys except for the guy that's working in the cafe who goes on to be mayor. And the musicians, and obviously they're all smoking weed outside.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it feels like, I don't know,
especially in a small town.
Because I know that in the 50s everything was still like segregated. Right?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people wouldn't want to be served by.
Well, they do make a couple racist, like especially some of the like bullies, they make a couple racist comments to the musicians especially. Yeah,
they do. And yeah, so you've got, it's a bit weird because I watched some Quantum Leap as well. It was very similar. I like how he tears a page out of the phone book and like the guy owning the diner just does not give a shit.
Not at all. Which is like funny because they obviously depend on the damn phone books, right? They're not going to get this information from anywhere else. So.
Even in the 80s.
Yeah, super important. Like, how else are you going to find this information? There's no internet. There's no nothing else. So phone books are a must.
He's just there ripping shit out.
Yeah.
He's like, I want a Pepsi free. Give me a tab. I want a Pepsi free. Now you got to pay for it.
God, the amount of like Pepsi,
I quite
like
fancy
product
one.
place. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I like my Pepsi, but Jesus Christ, like growing up and watching films that you would watch as a kid, you start to like. I notice all of the bloody product placement in this film. Like, there's so much of it. There's so much. Burger King, Pepsi, freaking Texaco, like, and those were just the obvious ones.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, they've done it in quite a stylish way, but like the second one had Pizza Hut. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
and I think it was a Black and Decker thing, and still Pepsi.
Yeah.
Pepsi in the UK now is absolutely terrible, by the way.
I drink Pepsi. I never used to, but Joe converted me. He loves Pepsi Max.
Well, like I said, I can't have anything with sweeteners in it. So since the sugar tax, everything's got sweeteners in it. Even Pepsi
shakes fist at cloud. Goddamn sweeteners.
Hell.
They are good for like if you are trying to lose weight and you want you still want to have a soda.
Yeah.
like people even recommend it, that if you're like trying to like, you know, cut down on calories and whatever else, that you should be going for like the diet and like the no sugar versions. And I honestly can't really tell the difference. I'm going to be honest. I know there is a difference, but
if you want kidney stones, drink
sign
Pepsi
me up.
and Coke. Yes.
I drink a lot of water, and I drink a lot of like juice, and I drink a lot of like coffees and stuff. But I feel like you would need to drink a lot of Coke. Are you talking about just normal Coke,
Just
or
in
just
general,
like
just
cola in
everything
general?
in general.
just have loads of it. Because I saw a guy like doing a video about how, you know, those things can like kill you, and he goes, yeah, if you were a rat, it would kill you. If you were a rat and you had like 30 of these a day, yeah, it could kill you. Because it's like, what is it,
aspartame.
That's the one, yeah.
But like all the phosphates in it are bad for your kidneys.
Are they? Okay.
Anyway, it's we immediately like meet Biff and George, and poor George, same fucking shit, different decade.
Different decade, yeah.
Biff is still making him write his reports for him and saying, hello, I'm a fly. And he's like, oh, you fucking leave me alone. But it turns out...
I like the introduction where they're both sitting at the bar in this, what do they used to call them? Where they used to go and drink sodas and stuff.
Oh, like they call them like soda fountain.
Yeah, so like you see Marty and you see George. George isn't revealed just yet, but they're both sat at the bar with like they're stroking the back of their heads, and then it like reveals to be his dad. And I was like, oh, that's a nice touch. Like that's really cool. And then obviously Biff comes in and starts his usual shit, like, oh, if you do it in your handwriting, they're gonna know straight away, just like he was saying back in like, you know, forward in time in the 80s. So,
and we find out why George was in the middle of the road, because he was fucking looking at Lorraine through the window of her bedroom getting changed. Was it actually Lorraine? Yeah,
it was her.
Yeah. And but I mean, he saves his life because he falls out of the tree, but Marty pushes him out of the way, but it should have been him. It should have been him to get hit by a car. He knows he's not going to die. He's heard this story before.
Yeah, just instinct kicked in, I guess, right?
I guess so. That's, you know, now he's in trouble because Lorraine fancies him.
Yeah, because Marty is the one to, you know, be supposedly, or did he get hit by the car? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got hit by the car, and then what was supposed to happen to George ends up happening to Marty, and then, you know, Lorraine's in the house and she's kind of watching him sleep, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, she's horny. Okay, she's horny.
God.
She's really horny, and she's really simple. She just wants a man. She's a sex pest, right? And I relate. I am.
What a statement.
I am Lorraine.
She's a sex pest, and I relate.
Yeah, I relate. She's like, I'm so innocent, but also like, I'm gonna touch you.
Those were just like, you know, teenagers, bro, back then. Like, they just wanted, especially in the 50s and stuff, where they're supposed to be acting proper, and they're like, no, I want to be rebellious.
I know, but it's just kind of like, she's so simple. She wants to be the dominant woman, right? Because Biff pesters her, and she's like, no, I don't want that, but I do want to pester Marty.
Yeah.
Because he's cute.
How do you feel about like the potential incest in this movie?
Well, you know, she does snog him, and she's like, it's like kissing my brother. So she just got this, she's got this instinct where she wants to snog every boy ever.
Yeah.
That she can try and get even close to. Like,
yeah.
She's taken his jeans off him already. Like, she
calls him Calvin.
Because
of his underwear.
Like, she's been studying them boxers. She knows. And it's like, so she knows that as soon as she kisses him, that's not right. Okay.
Yeah.
But she probably would go for literally anyone. So,
I mean, you say that, but I don't know what. Actually, no, she does admit later on in the car, because she's like smoking and drinking when they're going to the prom, that she has like done like parking. What was it?
Yeah, she's parked before.
Yeah, so I didn't know exactly what it meant, but I put two and two together. So it's when they go to like a lover spot and they park up and just.
It's not like she's never parked before.
Oh God, we've all parked before.
Now,
but yeah.
Do you know what I like is that they've made Lorraine look, when she's older, they've made her look like her mother, the actress who plays her mother. Like there is a similarity there, right?
Yeah.
And it's really well done. And baby Joey he's behind bars. Little baby Joey.
Oh, I love that line.
He loves his playpen. He just loves being behind those bars.
He's like, oh, you better get used to it, kid. Get used to being behind bars.
Behind bars.
In the beginning,
Joey.
They make a cake, right? And it says, welcome home, Joey.
Yeah.
And he's gotten out of prison, so.
Oh,
poor Joey.
Poor Joey. But they all sit down to dinner and she's like, oh, Calvin should stay the night. Calvin should stay because, like, you're our responsibility, etc., etc.
You did hit him with the car, right?
Yeah, he did.
So.
But also, like, he just runs away into the night and finds Doc because he's got his address. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd get a move on, right? Like, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be like, well, I
really don't want my mum fucking me.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal.
I don't want to wake up to my mum give me a blowy, so.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, you know that she absolutely would, though. Like, she would be down on him, and he would, being a teenage boy, probably be like, yeah.
Christ. Well, that's his mom.
That's my mom. Yeah, but.
That's my mom.
You know, hormones and that.
I mean, sure, yeah. You'd hope he wouldn't, but
you'd hope so.
But yeah, it's so weird, but it's kind of comical because you're like, oh my God, that's his mom when she's younger, and then the reveal, obviously, when she's watching him sleep, and then he leaves in the middle of the night, or like not long after the dinner.
He just literally leaves dinner. He's fucking scared.
Yeah. And they make funny comments about the TV because they're like, oh, I've got this newfangled TV. And he's like, oh, I've got two of those. And she's like, don't be silly. Nobody has
Nobody
TVs.
Has two TVs.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's like, oh, we just watched, I've seen this one before. And they're like, what do you mean? This is brand new. How could you have seen this before? It's brand new.
There's all these little things that he's like, but he's weird. He's out of place. And how fucking cool is Doc's house?
I mean, it's awesome. It looks like a bloody oversized treehouse of sorts. It's very like, or is that I guess that's his workshop, right? Because there's like a normal house and then.
Yeah, there's the normal house, but like the garage as well.
Yes.
I love that dog more than his newer dog. What is his name? Copernicus?
I think so, yeah.
Edison?
Do you just like the name or do you like the...
No, I like the dog. I like that breed of dog. That style of dog is great.
Yeah.
Ooh, you good boy.
Ooh, you good boy. But yeah, he meets up with Doc and he starts to tell him everything and shows him the picture of him and his siblings and he's like, oh, you figured it out, Doc. You figured out time travel. Yahoo! And
he's telling him like how... He's trying to convince him, like, I am from the future and we need to get back and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he takes him to the DeLorean. You know how it goes. He takes him to the DeLorean and he shows him, like, the flux capacitor and basically, like, how he figured it out, which I'm sure Marty doesn't understand the ins and outs of it, even if he tried to explain it to Doc, so I guess taking him there would make more sense. But yeah, Doc is just so happy because he's like, I finally got it to work. I finally like made something that works. And you know, because this is obviously in the past. And then he shows him the video, the footage.
Which shows him getting shot.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to really have much of a reaction to that, does he?
I think he does, in the sense of like, because he doesn't want Marty to tell him that he gets shot. But he's kind of like quietly fucking terrified. I personally think that's what he's thinking. But yeah, it's like he keeps trying to tell him, and he's like, no, you can't tell me. We can't change the future.
Yeah. The more he like gets involved in situations and people and scenarios, the more likely, you know, there is to be a situation where they could change the course of what happens, right?
Yes.
But he does believe him in that, you know, obviously with the picture and the video and everything else. But then, like, I don't really remember what, like, afterwards there, like, the whole aim is, because they go to the school, right? Oh, well, I think he tells him about his mom and how his mom's infatuated.
He met his mom and dad, and
yeah.
He's like, oh, shit, well, we got to fix that. So then he has to go to the school, try and get his mom and dad together so that they can kiss and blah, blah, blah.
Fall in love,
etc. Because he knows he fucked up by saving his dad's life. Now his mom likes him instead.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that for a second, because he showed in the picture, and obviously I think one of the siblings is starting to fade.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah. But he gets like George, and he like, you know, tries to introduce him to Lorraine, and she is not interested.
Well, he's a bit of a fucking nerd. Like, if he's not brain damaged, if he's not bleeding out in the middle of the road, she is not interested. Okay.
Well, she's just very hyperfixated on Marty, right? Because he looks different, dresses a bit different. You know, obviously,
was hit by a car.
And was hit by a car, and that's, you know, that's what she likes.
That's her type.
Must be hit by car.
Sexy.
Put an ad in the paper.
Sexy.
I like the guy who plays younger George. Something Crispin or something.
Crispin Glover.
Is it Crispin Glover? Is that his name?
Do you realise that that's the same actor, right?
Huh? No, it isn't.
What
do you
George?
mean? Well,
His
older
dad.
George.
Yes, that's the same actor in makeup.
You're joking.
I'm not fucking joking. Like, look it up. Google it. I know I bullshit you a lot, G, but come on.
Oh my goodness. I genuinely thought that was...
Isn't he good?
Yeah. Oh my god, what?
Oh, this is so fun. This is so fun figuring out, like, what G's got wrong this time. What's she done?
Wow, the makeup. I'm floored. I'm actually floored. I thought there was what? And the mom?
Yeah. They're just in makeup. And Biff. They're all the same actors.
I knew that they were like trying to make them look a bit older, but I thought like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, I totally did not realize. That's insane. They did a good job. The actors did a really good job, and the prosthetics are really good too. Maybe not so much for Biff, but at least for the other two.
Yeah, I thought that Biff was a little bit crap.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't as like good or convincing.
Yes.
I was wondering why their necks looked a bit freaking weird.
Yeah, it's all the sticky stuff on you.
Yeah, okay. Wow. The more you know.
There you go. There you fucking go.
Yeah, I'm actually like speechless about that. Also, freaking random Billy Zane in the group as well with the bullies.
He doesn't say anything really. He doesn't do much.
No, he's always, that man's always wearing a wig.
Was he wearing a wig then?
I only up until like a few years ago found out that Billy Zane is bald.
Like completely bald, constantly bald.
I think he's just a bald guy.
Right.
And every time he's in a film or, in Twin Peaks or in the Titanic or whatever, he's got a wig. And for years and years, I was convinced that was his hair.
I knew he had a wig then. Like,
yeah, but that guy is completely bald, apparently.
Yeah, I knew he was bald in a lot of... but like, I don't know how long he's been bald, because he was in his 20s then, wasn't he?
How long has Billy Zane been? This is something people have Googled, so... So over 2 decades. It's been sporting a bald or shaved head since the 90s.
Okay, so he wasn't bald then.
Yeah. But I literally never knew he was bald. But... Because I knew... He, if you look at him in any film, he's wearing like a wig, but I'm just thinking, they just want his hair to look different, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't really say much in this, but
and then there's the guy with the 3D glasses, which
oh my god,
okay, I guess.
Why? Like literally, why?
Just stupid. Just fucking like I don't know who chose to do. There'll be something in the trivia where it's like they made that decision.
I'm sure there is trivia somewhere about that. And one of the more fascinating pieces of trivia, which you probably might know, is they wanted obviously what's his name? Michael J. Fox. But they had settled for someone else.
Right.
And they filmed like pretty far into the movie with this other guy. And because Michael J. Fox wasn't available, but then suddenly became available, and then they got rid of the other guy and brought in Michael J. Fox.
That is really quite cruel.
Isn't it? Because there are like genuine scenes with this. I forget his name.
Eric Stoltz.
Yes. Eric Stoltz.
I mean, they look quite similar.
They do, don't
ways.
they? They really do. And they filmed quite a lot of his scenes.
I just feel that's quite cruel.
Well, it's because they originally wanted
Marty.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael.
Yeah, they did want him originally, but he was like busy or, he wasn't available or whatever. But then as soon as he did, they got rid of this guy. Because there are, if you look up his scenes, the exact scenes, with Michael J. Fox had this Eric Stoltz guy. But I think the directors and whatever, they felt like he didn't have the comedic mannerisms and like reactions to things that like Michael J. Fox could pull off.
Yes.
That I think they found this Eric Stoltz to be a little bit too serious.
I think Michael J. Fox was very good in this. He was absolutely fantastic.
I think he was a perfect choice, but yeah, it's very, very cruel that they'd done so much of the filming of the film and had to scrap a lot in the end, right? Because he'd become available. So
yeah,
but yeah, fun fact, but not so fun fact for.
Well, here's another
Eric
little
Stoltz.
fun fact, because Crispin Glover, George, was very, very nervous during his acting, and he used to have to mouth his lines, and then they would dub it afterwards.
Oh my goodness!
Sometimes, but it added to his character being very nervous and jittery.
Yeah.
And I think he's such a fucking he's a brilliant actor, and he's so weird. And he was in, was it Halloween or Friday the 13th? I can't remember. I think it was Halloween 3? No. Which one was it? He was in one of the Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Okay.
And he does a dance in that, and I wish that he did the same fucking dance in this one, because he is so cool.
Yeah.
He's just a weird
he is
guy.
A weird guy, because I remember him the most from the Charlie's Angels films. Not the originals, the ones with Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu and stuff. And he's literally called the freaky guy or the weird guy because he's like some sort of weird hitman, like henchman type character, and he likes to pull the hair out of the women from the Charlie's Angels group, and he like rips out their hair and then he sniffs it. And then he screams really loud.
He's also in River's Edge, and I really like him in River's Edge. That film's great, it's River's Edge.
River's Edge. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you might like this. We've been recently watching Inside Number 9.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Like very Black Mirror, but not like as heavy in certain areas, but sometimes a bit heavy.
Yeah. No, it's a good little by Reece Shearsmith and
Pemberton.
Steve Pemberton.
Yeah. We basically were watching Taskmaster, and they were both separately on separate seasons of Taskmaster, and Joe mentioned Inside Number 9. I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. But yeah, they're pretty good, pretty clever.
Unfortunately for George McFly, he's kind of awkward and shitty in this film. He's been peeping on Lorraine for so long, and Marty's trying his best, but he's just a fucking nerd, and he can't even get his lines right. He wrote down what he was supposed to say, and he still got it wrong. I am your density.
Yeah, I love it though. I feel so bad for him. My God.
I think he's cute.
I think he's like, especially for the time, a handsome guy.
Yeah.
Just awkward, right? And he, has no confidence. And God, even the headmaster of the school he looks the same. It's so funny.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's always been bold. But yeah, Marty can't help but feel like really bad, and he tries to get him to speak to Lorraine. He even puts his arm on like the lockers, and she just completely ignores him.
I think a lot of people have seen this, so we don't really need to go too much like through scene by scene, but we'll say some of our favorite little bits. I think.
Yeah. Just all of his attempts to help him is just. It's kind of endearing, and I really feel really bad for George, like really bad. But whenever there's a character in a movie that gets is really downtrodden and really awkward and gets, bullied and beat up, and I'm like, oh, that's so fucking sad.
You could be like Lorraine. You could be like, you want to look after him, mother him.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I like the way that he finally convinces him. So the way that Marty finally gets his ass into gear, gets George's ass into gear, is by showing up as some sort of alien man. Yeah.
And playing him Van Halen and
and he calls himself Darth Vader.
Yes. So
which is amazing. So
I thought it was that. Well, I mean, it's good. It works. But again, he's so crap. He can't quite do it. But Marty sticks up for him again. And I did like the shot where he's standing up against Biff, right? I don't know why Biff keeps fucking. Is it because he's after Lorraine and Biff's like, don't fucking touch Lorraine? And
no, he's just an asshole. I mean, it's probably part of it, the whole wanting Lorraine, but he's just an asshole.
But the shot where he stands up and Marty can only just see above his shoulder.
Yeah, I like that shot.
That's clever.
Yeah, because a big tall man, big boy.
How tall is Michael J. Fox?
He's short, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, even everybody in this is sort of a similar kind of size, though.
He's 5'4", so he's literally around my height.
Oh, yeah. I love him.
Oh, he's so small. He's got what is it, MS?
Parkinson's.
Oh, he's got Parkinson's. Sorry, yeah, he's got Parkinson's.
But he also, I mean, I love a short king. You know me.
Yeah.
I am a short king. Look at me. I'm teeny weeny.
I am a short king.
I am a short king, and he's just. I think he's really good in this. I'm just talking shit because I'm so tired as well. I'm like, yeah, it's great.
Well, you like Michael J. Fox?
I like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, he's good. I think
Lorraine
he's
sees him
funny.
skateboarding and he's just like, she's horny for him again. Like, he sticks up for people and then she gets horny. And she likes men who fight. She likes men who get hit by cars.
Yeah. If I had to list the things of qualities in a man, definitely those two are at the top. Men who get hit by cars. And,
I like men who punch other men. I like men who steal things from children and then skateboard.
Yeah. He gives it back, though.
He does give it back, but like, I like that. She likes men. She doesn't like men who. I mean, she's just quite happy to be, horny for everybody.
The criteria for men back in the day, not the most logical, right? But she's a young girl, so she doesn't know what she wants.
But it's all right because Doc has been figuring out his shit.
Doc's been cooking.
So my favorite, Christopher Lloyd is my favorite bit of this film. He's so good at physical comedy.
Yeah.
Like the way that he acts. When Lorraine shows up at his garage, he's just like, he's pulling faces. He's saying, I didn't have time to paint the model. I'm sorry, it's not to scale. And it's fucking perfect.
It literally is perfect.
Model of Times Square.
Yeah,
The plan is to, wait for the lightning storm that damages the clock tower.
Yeah.
So that you can get enough power because you can't get hold of plutonium. It's 1955. So
yeah, exactly. So it's quite difficult. I think one of the first things as well when he goes back in time is that the clock tower is actually working.
It's working, but he knows that it's going to break at this particular fucking second, and nobody measures things like that to the second.
Well, the weird thing is that how did he... I guess it wouldn't have clocked onto him that they were the cause of the tower breaking, right?
Clocked. Yeah, no, he wouldn't have.
That was not even intentional, but yes, the clocked
on. Clocked on.
But yeah, they didn't even... All he realizes is that the clock is working, right? Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, the lightning is going to strike this, so let's make sure it does, and then hook it up to a car with loads of cables, and
and the antenna on the car would, as it's like about to drive into the wire, gain enough electricity so that he could, go back to the future.
So, fairly simple premise, fairly simple plan. He just needs to get his dad and mom to fuck. And unfortunately, his dad is just... I think he might be gay. No, he's not gay. He's peeping on her. He's not gay.
He's definitely not gay.
But he's too scared to do anything.
Yeah, he's just a wimp. He's a bit of a wimp. But
Wimp.
yeah, they hatch a plan to, Marty will take Lorraine to the prom, and then he's going to get a bit handsy, or so he says he's going to get a bit handsy with her, and he goes, look, nice girls don't like, when that sort of stuff happens. So
Because he's seen Biff taking advantage of her, and she didn't like it then. So obviously, she's a nice kind of girl, and obviously it's his mother, and he knows her. He knows that she won't want that.
Well, yeah, because she's so... she doesn't even like his current girlfriend because she says stuff like, oh, women shouldn't be acting... Yeah, like women shouldn't be acting like that. And, she's acting very prudish, which leads you to believe that if you go back in time, that she'd be acting pretty prudish when she was a teenager. But in fact, it's just the complete opposite. But... they're setting up everything so that he can go back. Doc is in the square and he's hooking stuff up, and it's great. And but there's a big plot point in that Marty writes a letter, and he slips a letter into Doc's jacket about like what happens in the future about getting shot by the terrorists and whatnot. So Yeah, that's the plan. And
I like the way that he's bribing the officials as Doc. He's like,
yeah, it's like, do you have a permit for that? It's like, yeah, I've got a
send him
permit.
somewhere. He's definitely gonna bribe him.
Gonna bribe him.
But it's the night of the big dance, and time's running out. He's got to fucking do this. He's got to get his parents to. How nice does this dance look? Did you ever have a prom?
Yep. Did you?
Was it? Yeah, it wasn't this nice.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was nice, but it's not the same vibes.
No, I mean, we definitely didn't have loads of bubbles and sparkles and stuff. We had a town hall. And I literally don't remember anything from it, which is great. I remember my dress.
Yeah, I remember mine, I think. It was a good night. And I think it was my... Yeah, no, I remember it. It wasn't that great. I feel like a prom from the... Because we've seen it in media so much, right? Because obviously UK teenager culture from your time is very different. And,
Yes.
Australian teenage culture is very different. And then when you see it depicted in the media, in American media, it's always an American prom.
Yeah.
So it's very different vibes.
We wanted, when we were kids, we wanted an American prom. We wanted it like this. Like, oh, great. Yeah. And it just never fucking showed up like that.
No.
And, it was just kind of like a,
Yeah, it's not the same vibes because, especially, even this is the 50s, right? So it's not even like a prom from the 80s. But if you look at a prom from the 80s, it's still pretty similar.
It's so good. I like it. Right, there's even more Pepsi promotion because the amps at the dance are propped up on Pepsi crates.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. You pointed that out and I never even noticed.
Everyone's got a fucking Pepsi all the time.
There's always adverts for Pepsi and everybody's drinking one. But yeah, I think another big turning point is when she's in the car with Marty and she does end up kissing him. She's like, oh God, it feels like I'm kissing my brother. Which then helps her change her mind on George. But George also knocks Biff out.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
After the fact. So.
Because the plan does not go to plan. The plan's full flat plan.
Yeah.
So, because Marty's already dragged out of the car by Biff. Biff goes in to mess with her. And then, but the plan was that George was going to interrupt Marty.
Yeah.
Instead, he interrupts Biff.
But it works out better that way, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
He stands up to his actual true bully.
Which changes everything.
Yeah, it really does change everything.
Because before, he went his whole life without standing up to Biff.
Yeah, literally.
He just happened to get Lorraine because he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Right? In this, he didn't even have to get hit by a car.
Yeah. He just had to stand up for himself and also defend Lorraine and stand up for her.
Yeah, which all women love that. All women want is that.
Want to be protected. Although she's in the middle of the dance and somebody grabs her away from him and Marty's up on the stage performing and he's not feeling so good. Yeah, I love that green screen effect or whatever it was.
Where it was like a blue screen sort of composite type thing.
His hand starts to disappear because somebody interrupts George and Lorraine, but then eventually they kiss and everything's fine.
Yeah. But there's the bit that's always spoofed where the band's playing and Marty... Unfortunately, because he got locked in a trunk, the lead guitarist hurt his hand trying to get him out of the trunk. And he can't play guitar anymore. So Marty has to play the guitar. And Marvin Berry phones up his cousin Chuck. Hey, Chuck, you know that sound you're looking for? It's me, your cousin, Marvin. Marvin Berry? Well, listen to this. And then he holds the phone. And have you ever tried listening to music over the phone?
Yeah, it's
especially these days. Like it's just like the noise cancellation just went. So I think Chuck Berry would have a very different sound. Everything would have changed. But yeah, so all that remains is for Marty to get to the DeLorean in the town square, and he's feeling very sad that it might be the last time he sees Doc alive at this point.
Because he gets shot in it.
He gets shooted.
And he thinks he's dead.
He thinks he's dead. But he does get back in time, even though the DeLorean's petrol's gone a bit silly again. Like, so it's really good that Doc set the alarm slightly too early, because then it gave Marty time to fuck around with the car going, oh God, I can't get the car working.
Yeah. Yeah, he calculated for that. He planned for that, so...
Obviously. And then Marty was like, I'm just going to go back a little bit earlier in time so I can warn Doc now that he's going to get shot, but he still gets shot.
He does, but and I think this is like, I like the cleverness of this, and it's the fact that he uses the letter that he wrote.
Somehow he taped back together, right? And it's all aged and worn.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Really ripped up and brown.
Okay.
And but yeah, all is well. Doc is alive. He was wearing a bulletproof vest thanks to the letter. And Marty goes back home and he falls asleep, I guess, without really looking around, because he's probably really tired from all that time traveling.
I don't suppose that he managed to go to sleep. Really?
No?
When do these people go to sleep? Everything happened very, very quickly.
Well, he gets dropped off back home by Doc, and then, you just see him sleeping in bed. The alarm's gone off, and of course we have another goddamn Pepsi in the frame.
Of course.
Of course. And then he wakes up and he's like, oh, what a nightmare. And he looks around his house and everything is different.
Everything's perfect and better, because him going back in time and messing with everything was the best thing that he could have possibly done for everybody.
Yeah. For his dad, for... Not so good for Biff.
Well, no, but Biff seems happy because at least he's being treated like, he was an arsehole. Okay. He's being treated fine. He's being treated okay. He's got a job.
He deserves it, to be honest. Yeah.
And, his brother's got a job in an office. His mum is thin and not an alcoholic. Not
an alcoholic. They're doing well. She's keeping in shape and everything is...
His sister's got loads of blokes on the go. His mom's saying, you've been planning going to the lake for 2 weeks. Come on, you need to go to the lake. You need to take your girlfriend. He was having to hide it before that he was going to go with Jennifer.
Yeah. Now the mom's encouraging it.
Yeah. I like his sister's a bit of a whore now. It's like, so-and-so called, which one?
I can't keep up with all your men.
And, yeah, so everything's sort of gone pretty well for everybody involved.
Yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where, he changes things for the better, and it all works out pretty well for his family and his dad and his mom, and things seem a bit happier. But then right at the end, Doc comes in with his DeLorean and he tells Marty to get in, and his girlfriend's there as well.
Yeah. And he's like, we've got to go to the future. Why? What have I done?
Well, no.
He's like, we've got to do something about your kids.
Yeah.
Why? What have they fucking done?
Oh, what have they? I just made things good, man. Let me enjoy this for 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
Would you be pissed?
You could
I'd
come
be
back.
pissed.
You could come back later. Let me go to the fucking lake, right?
Yeah.
Because we've got a fucking time machine, bro. We can go back in time anytime.
Exactly. Don't bother me now.
Leave me alone. Oh, I'd be so pissed off.
I would be annoyed, yeah.
I do like Biff's comedy acting. Like, oh hey Marty, come on, we've got this. This just arrived from the mailman. Very funny.
Yeah, it's fucking infuriating because I'm like, oh wow, look at this scenario and things are great and I want to see more of this happiness and whatever. I mean, it's good that they like showed a little bit of it, right? So I'm fine and happy with that. But yeah, I guess they just wanted to set up for the next one.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't need a next one necessarily. It didn't need any sequels.
No,
but then they keep doing them. And so the plutonium has now been replaced with Mr. Fusion home energy reactor, which turns garbage into enough energy to fucking time travel, apparently. Yeah. Which is great.
Which is great. Very environmentally friendly.
Yeah, well, yeah. Doc's got some very fashionable fashion going on as well.
Oh, yeah, he's dripped out.
Yeah, man. And, you know, I really like the see-through tie, personally.
You like, I mean, again, I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. That is mental. Because he's like, my shirt is so groovy. I'm just going to put a see-through tie, and that's my tie.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
We don't need roads. And then it, like, pulls the wheels up, and then they just fly off into the future.
And nobody notices. Nobody seems to give a shit that this is happening. Is this normal?
Yeah. No, it's not. I love that street, though. Don't you love the way the street... I love streets with, like, loads and loads of trees on them.
I love streets.
I love trees.
I think
know that sounds really simple.
Like they actually they have avenues and boulevards and streets and lanes all have different.
Do they?
Yeah, like
aesthetics to them.
They're very specific. I think a boulevard has a median with trees in it, like straight down the middle. A boulevard, an avenue has like trees either side of it.
Yes. Okay.
Like, I read about this. I love roads.
Well, because I like. You know, I've been doing my lessons and like I'm driving around the different areas and like some areas have loads of trees and some areas are just very built up and no trees. And I'm like, what the hell goes into the decision-making process where they want to put loads of trees or loads of this or loads of that? But anytime I'm in a street where there's loads of beautiful trees, I'm like always in awe because it's just so beautiful. Imagine what that street would look like without the trees. It would look shit.
I mean, that's what they're doing around Blackpool. Like, they're just like, well, we'll just cut all these trees down. We'll just get rid of them.
Who needs oxygen?
We don't need nature. Nature is getting in the way.
Get rid of it all.
Fuck nature, honestly.
Yeah, we don't need them. Make everything look clinical and depressing. Yes.
But, I mean, the story is so well known. This film is such an iconic piece of history, right? And I don't know how... It's like this was an era where you got so many incredible films out of the world in it. So I'm looking at the credits and there's the DeLorean time travel consultant.
Yes, of course. There definitely has to be one of those. That's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Back to the Future Part 1. You've seen the sequels, right?
I have, but it's been a very long time to see those.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen them. But this one is the one that obviously I've seen the most.
Yeah, they get worse through time. Like we really didn't need to go back to the Wild West. We didn't need a third one. The second one I understand.
Yeah.
But, you know, we don't
Beyond
need
that. Yeah.
We don't need any more.
Well, I'm sure they made a lot of money.
I'd love to know how much.
So I think if I remember correctly, so the budget was around like 19 million. And then it made close to like 400 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that is pretty freaking insane. Like, 90 million versus almost 400 million is, especially for that time. I mean, I like the concept. I think it's pretty like crazy, and I think especially for that time, it probably was pretty groundbreaking, right?
Yeah, I think it. I mean, I do like the special effects. They were done very nicely.
Yeah,
you know, they were they were very pretty, and it's obviously taken a lot of time. They got Huey Lewis and the News to do the music as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good music. Yeah.
So again, very iconic, you know?
Yeah, it definitely like laid down a foundation for a lot of like replication and things and references, and it's just very standout, and it gets referenced a lot. And you know, the flux capacitor and traveling back in time and the caricature of the doc, right? The crazy mad scientist. Like it even gets, even like in Rick and Morty. Right?
Yeah.
Like Rick and Morty is supposed to be like Doc and Marty, so.
Exactly. And it's like, it's been like parodied so much, and
yeah.
It's great.
But it's iconic, and like even like the hoverboard and the Nike shoes, and like I guess that's in the second one, but it was good. I think it's a good. I think it's a really good film. I would have want to have been a person at the time who watched this, because I feel like at the time it would have been absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah, I think so. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what it would have been like to experience it back then, just because. But I think.
Probably insane, like genuinely, just the concept of it, like time travel, and
it's changed so many people's lives as it is, like the concept of what films they like, and
absolutely, it's a trendsetter, and I think it was a staple in cinema. But in terms of any other, we've sprinkled a bit of trivia throughout this, a little bit of sprinkles.
Back to the triv.
Back to the triv. Thank you, Sophie. So, after the film's release, body kits were made for DeLoreans to make them look like the time machine.
I'm just going to have a sprinkle of... So, Christopher Lloyd is 88 this year.
Crazy.
88 miles per hour.
88 miles per hour. Woohoo! Look at him go.
So there was a little Easter egg of the graffiti on the high school that reads Lorraine Del Calvin.
Ooh. It was preserved, so selected in 2007 by the United States Library of Congress for preservation in the National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, which I do agree with.
Yep. Sid Sheinberg, head of Universal Pictures, requested so many changes to be made throughout the movie, and most of these he changed Professor Brown to Doc Brown, and his chimp changed to a dog. He was going to have a chimp.
Yeah, I could see that.
But he changed Lorraine's name to Lorraine. It was going to be Meg and Eileen, but it was Lorraine because it's after his wife.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, in the original script, Doc Brown and Marty sell bootleg videos in order to fund the time machine. But the Universal said, we don't want to promote movie piracy.
I was going to say, they probably would have been like, maybe we don't promote that.
Maybe we don't.
I feel like it doesn't really need to have an answer, like how he funds, you know, his crazy inventions and everything else. I feel like that isn't really necessary. No. Or the plot or the story or anything like that, or his character. I'm like, you know, the time travel element is already pretty crazy enough, so it doesn't really need to have a backstory to that. But
Michael J. Fox was 23 in that.
Oh, he's just a baby. You know your favorite phrase of Biff calling Marty a butthead?
Yeah.
So that wasn't even in the script, by the way.
Neither was Make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
We're supposed to be make like a tree and leave.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Michael J. Fox is only 10 days older than Leah Thompson, who plays his mother.
Holy shit.
And he's almost 3 years older than his on-screen father, Crispin Glover. He's 3 years. He's older than Crispin Glover.
Jesus. Took Leah Thompson 40. So she was 23, and it took her 3 hours in the makeup chair to turn into the 47-year-old Lorraine. 3 hours.
47. She was supposed to be 47.
47, yeah.
Okay, right. Well, I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. He did 47. She looks about 47.
How old was Marty's mom in Back to the Future?
Well, she's 47.
IMDb, right?
Yeah.
So she's 17, 47, 23 when she filmed the role. Yeah, God. Having to portray a 47-year-old, that would have been... Again, I commend the artists, the makeup artists. They did a really, really good job, honestly. To the point where I didn't even realize they were the same bloody actors.
According to Marty's supposed age of 17 by 1985, he was born in 1968, 13 years after his parents met during his first adventure. So 13 years after that, he was born.
He was born.
I like in the bonus outtake scene, Marty impersonates a Cholo, a Latino gangster, while watching his mom cheating on a test. Okay. Many crew members can be heard laughing in the background. Brilliant.
Apparently,
brilliant.
Apparently, there's a sticker on the back of Doc's trunk that says "1 nuclear bomb can ruin your whole day." Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
The phone number for Doc Brown in 1955 is the same phone number that Jennifer writes on the back of the flyer for Marty in 1985 that she says is her grandmother's phone number.
Oh.
So her grandmother lives in the same house that Doc lived in 1955. Oh.
Okay. Interesting. Relation? Wife?
No. I don't know whether he's married. Why the fuck is he hanging around with a child anyway?
I mean, that's a good point. Also, this one is fascinating. This is like YOMP relevant.
Yeah.
Neil Canton, the producer, offered the role of Doc Brown to Christopher Lloyd after having worked together on The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
And wow, incredible.
Lloyd
so wait, Buckaroo Banzai was before?
The 1984, but this is Across the Eighth Dimension. Is that the first one? Because I know there were a couple of them, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
I think that is the first one.
Was there more than one?
I thought there was, or maybe I'm just misremembering, but yeah. So the Buckaroo Banzai had quite a few people. It had John Lithgow and Jeff Goldblum.
It had a lot of big names.
A lot of big names in that one. But I do find that a little fascinating. So Lloyd originally turned it down, but changed his mind after his wife convinced him to take the role. So kudos to her.
The town model that Doc uses to demonstrate in Marty his plan is the actual model set used for Hill Valley for the movie. I have no idea what that sentence is supposed to mean. I think it's like...
Yeah, what does that mean?
I could write better facts for IMDb.
Sometimes people who write stuff on IMDb, it's like sometimes you never know if it's going to be like accurate or not. But
when Marty directs the Marvin Berry Band to play blues in the key of B, it's actually played B flat.
Oh, B flat, yes, thank you very much.
Honestly, like there's so much.
There's so much
stuff. The original script, the time machine was not going to be powered by plutonium, but instead by Coca-Cola. How would they fit that into the fucking script? Is that going to be like a
big ass product placement?
Yeah, but it's like, well, we're bootlegging videos, and also we run it on Coca-Cola.
But yeah, that was Back to the Future, I think. What are we rating it, Sophie? What are you rating it?
Well, I mean,
here we go.
It's it's inoffensive, and if it's on telly, I can and will watch it, but it's not something that I seek out to watch, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I rated it on Letterboxd. I rated it 3 out of 5.
Oh, out of 5, okay.
So it's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I think you were going to say 3 out of 10, but then I remembered Letterboxd is 5.
No, that's cruel. Like I it's not like I was suffering.
No, not at all. I just forget that Letterboxd is only 5 because I usually rate stuff out of 10. So when I heard 3, I was like, oh my God.
It's a weird system. Like Roger Ebert rates things out of 4, which I think is I think that's even weirder.
Yeah, that's strange.
But yeah, what about you, Jay? What do you think?
It's iconic. It's a staple in cinema. It's a trendsetter, and I like a lot about it. The story's really cool, and the characters are like just awesome. Like Doc is just amazing, and Marty McFly is just iconic. So there's a lot that I like about the film overall and the plot, and I think it's very clever. And there's a lot of really good attention to detail. So I'd sit it out at 8, probably.
It's a good film. G film.
It is a very G film. It's good. It's so 80s, and I love that. Even when they're in the 50s, I'm like, I can just, that the 80s just lingering in the background because it was obviously made, in the 80s. So it's very good. And I liked it a lot.
It's a classic. It really is. And I mean, I've certainly watched worse films in my life.
It's a good film, and it's iconic. And sometimes it's interesting to watch the films that are, first of all, iconic, second of all, pretty highly rated, and, discuss it, right? Because I thought that you'd really like this, like really, really like it. But you're kind of a little, not indifferent, but...
Yeah, I'm just like...
It doesn't take your breath away. So that's interesting to me.
Like I said, it's inoffensive and not really... But it doesn't stand out to me. So, I mean, it... Yeah.
No, it is what it is. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, that was Back to the Future, everybody. Let's pick our next film, shall we? So this was one of mine. And now it's Sophie's turn.
It's a Sophie pick. Do you want to see my list?
I want to see your list.
So I added one since last time, you see.
Yes.
So, Total Recall is still on
there.
The list, number 1. Number 2, Threads, the nuclear Holocaust in Sheffield and so forth. Number 3, Shallow Hal. Classic, brilliant. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Then I've added Wrong, which is a 2012 film that I've been meaning to watch. Directed by Quentin Dupieux. It's a French. Okay. It's been on my like want to watch. It's been on my watch list for a while, and I thought, you know what? Why the fuck not?
I've never heard of this film in my life, but it's got William Fichtner, which is the guy that I mostly know him from. What's that bloody show? Prison Break. Yeah, he's really big in Prison Break. And The Perfect Storm. Yeah, I remember him from The Perfect Storm. Okay, cool.
I don't know too much about it.
So what drew your attention to this film then?
Well, I was scrolling through my watch list. I like Quentin Dupieux as a director. Because I like Mr. Oizo. I've always liked his music, and I like his stupid... he makes the weirdest films, so...
It's also got the lady from Twin Peaks in this film. I don't know how prominent her role is in it, but it's the Laura Palmer's mom.
Ah, okay. I haven't even bloody looked. But then I've got The Mummy, 1959, and then finally Frankie Frico.
Cool.
So that's my list, and I will roll a little dice.
Who's gonna roll the dice?
The D6, it's a D6. Let's roll it. Roll. It's a 1.
Total Recall. No way.
Finally. It's been on the list since, like, the beginning.
Oh my god. It's finally been picked.
It's happened. It's finally happened.
Jesus. It's funny because Joe was about to, like, put it on the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Slow down, man. Now you can watch it.
Yeah, it was like, because I'm like, I know it's on your list, so I'm like, okay, this is going to get picked eventually.
Go.
How fascinating. We finally got a Total Recall pick. So that is the 1991, not the remake.
Oh, yeah, because
there is a remake. And I remember the remake being not that bad. So, but yeah, this is the one with Arnie, everybody.
Wonderful. All right. Well, once again, thank you so much to our listeners and our cute little patrons. Like, thank you. Thank you for listening, even though it was quite a rambly one. I'm going to go and try and find my Sony Ericsson and charger.
Oh, yeah?
And then report back on how much crap is on there.
Yes.
And
please do.
We will see you. Well, I won't see you at all, actually.
You will hear us, but you won't see us, which is even creepier. And we will be discussing Total Recall. So thank you all for listening. Leave comments. We want to see, and we want to know your thoughts, everybody. So please leave a comment wherever platform you're listening to this on. And thank you again, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.